Hello everyone, today we are going to see how we can use data transformation inside Pabbly Connect. So in Pabbly Connect, whenever we get the response, it might not be in the required format as we need. So sometimes we need to change the format of the data or transform the data according to our need. So to do this, we use a feature that Pabbly Connect offers, which is Data Transformer. So here we are going to see how we can transform our data and how we can use different methods of data transformation. So for that, I will open Pabbly Connect. So here in the new tab, I will search for pabbly.com and this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly Connect, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get hundreds of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. Here, these are the tools that Pabbly offers and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I will click here on Access Now button. This will take us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section and we can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now, we are going to create a new workflow. For that, I'll click here on Create Workflow button and this window will pop up. Here, I have to name my workflow. So I will name it as my objective, which is Advanced Data Transformations using Pabbly Connect. Now I will select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So I will select Home and I will click on Create. So this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, Trigger and Action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And Trigger says when this happens, Action says do this. So Trigger will be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and Action will just follow that. Here, first we will use Facebook lead ads to get the lead data. So I will search for Facebook lead ads. Now I will give a trigger event. So new lead instant will be my trigger event. And I will click on connect to connect my Facebook lead ads with Pabbly Connect. I will click on add new connection. I will connect with Facebook lead ads. And my connection is successful. So here we have page and lead gen form. So we are using Relax Haven Spa. So this is my page. And for the lead gen form, we are using this spa lead form. Now I'm going to click here on Save and Send Test Request button. And I will create a sample lead. For that, I will use Metaphor Developer. And in this Metaphor Developer, we have this tool. And here I have page and form. So my page is Relax Haven Spa and my form is spa lead form. Now I'm going to preview this form and I'm going to create a demo lead. So this is my form. So I'm going to fill dummy details here. So the full name will be demo user. Email will be demoUser@pabblytudes.com. And this will be my random phone number. And I will give a random city. So my city will be Indore. I will click on next. Click on submit. So my form is submitted. Now I will go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have this field data. Now we have this data in this format and we want a simple response. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform this data into a simple response. For that, I will set up my action. I will open this. Here, I'm going to search for data transformer. And in the action event, we have this option of Facebook lead ads. So this will simplify the received Facebook lead. So I will select this. I will connect this. And here I will map the field data. So I will click here. I will open this response. And this is the field data. So I will map this. And I will click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we can see we have simplified this data. So the full name is demo user. Email is demoUser@pabblytudes.com. And the phone number is this. And the city is Indore. So this is how I have transformed my field data, which was in encrypted format, and I have transformed that into a simple format. Now we are going to see other data transformers method. Here we have these other data transformer method, and we are going to see how we can use all of this. And here we have this ClickBank method. So this decodes the ClickBank encoded data. So ClickBank is a marketplace for affiliates and e-commerce platform for digital content creator. So I will select this method. And also in the trigger, I'm going to change my application to ClickBank. Here I will select this. I will give a trigger event, and trigger event will be new sales. And I will connect ClickBank with Pabbly Connect. For that, I will use this webhook URL, and this is going to work as a bridge between ClickBank and Pabbly Connect. For this, I need to follow all this instruction. So I will first copy this webhook URL. I will go to ClickBank. Here I will go to this account settings. I will open this nickname. I will go to vendor settings, and I will click here on my site, and I will scroll down, and I have this advanced tool, so I will click on edit. And here in the instant notification URL, I will clear this, and I will paste that webhook URL here. Now I will click on test IPN. So this will send an test data to Pabbly Connect for the new sale. So I will click here on test IPN, and it says it is verified. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see we have this data. So we can see we have this notification data in encoded way. And now what we want is we want to decode this data, and we want to get the real data in a simpler format. So for this, we are using data transformer, and I have selected this action event as ClickBank. So I will connect this. And I have to give a secret key first. So for this secret key, I will go back to ClickBank, and here I have this secret key. So I'll copy this. I will go back to Pabbly Connect. I'll paste that secret key here. And now I have to give the encrypted data. So I will map this data here. So I'll open this. I will open this response. And this is the encrypted data that I want to deform. So I will click here. And I have to give the IV. So we also have this IV in the data. So I will map that IV here too. I'll click here. I will open this response, and this is the IV. So I have mapped my details here. Now I will click on save and send test request button. And we have this new data. So this is the format that we want our data of ClickBank in. So we have transformed this by using data transformer. So this is the required data of my new sales. Now we are going to see other methods of data transformer. So for that, I will add another action step. I will search for data transformer. And here I have to give an action event. So I will open this tab. And now we are going to see that if we have data with HTML tags, then how we are going to remove those HTML tags and get the required data. So for this, I'm going to use this strip HTML tags method. So this strips given text from HTML tags. So I will select this. Now in this, what's going to happen is that whenever we get a data with the HTML tags, it will remove that HTML tags, and we will get the required data that we want. Now we'll connect this. In the encoded string, I have to give the data with the HTML tags. So I will manually type that. So this is the data with the HTML tags. Now what I want is I want to remove all this HTML tags from my data, and I want just simple data. So for this, I will click on save and send test request button. And here in the result, we can see it has stripped down all the HTML tags, and we have the simple data here. So this is my result: cherry tomato, beef tomato, snack tomato. So this is how we can strip HTML tag from our data. Now we are going to see how we can convert simple text to encoded format with different bases. So for this, we will have different methods in data transformer, like MD5 method, SHA1 method, base64 encode method, and Pabbly custom encode method. So we are going to see how we can use all of these methods. So I will add another action step. I will search data transformer, and I will give an action event. And here we are going to see MD5 method first. So this encodes a plain text to MD5 format. So I will click here. MD5 is a message digest method, or method of encoding the text into the code. In this, I can encrypt any plain text into encoded format. So I will connect this, and I have to give a string. So I will manually type my string. So this will be my string, which is Bhopal is called as City of Lakes. Now I want to convert this string into an encoded format. So I will click on save and send test request button. And here we can see in the result we have this encoded format of this string. Now we are going to see the other methods of encoded methods. Similarly, we have another method which is SHA1. So I'm going to use this. So this encodes a plain text to a SHA format. So I'm going to click here. I will connect this. So SHA1 is also an encryptic method. In this, you can encode any simple text into 160-bit string. So it is another cryptographic algorithm. I'm going to use the same string here. So I will manually type that. So this is my string and I will click on Save and Send Test Request button. So this is the encoded string of this data. So this is in 160-bit format. Now what if I want to convert this string into a 64-bit format and I want a custom key? For that, I will use another method which is Pabbly Custom Encode. So this encodes data to base 64 code with Pabbly Custom Key. So I will click here. I will connect this. And I will give the same string here. Bhopal is called as City of Lakes. And I will click on Save and Send Test Request button. Now here in the result we have this encoded data. But in this encoded data, this is in 64 bits format. And also we have a custom key in this data. Now what if I want this in 64 bits base, but I don't want the custom key? So for that we have another method. So I will select that, which is base 64 encode. I'll click here. I will connect this. I will give the same string and I will click on Save and Send Test Request button to convert this data base 64 data. So I'll click here. And we have this data here. So this is the data in base 64-bit format. Now, what if we ever get the data in this encoded way and we want to decode this? So for this, I'm going to use this base 64 decode. So I will select this. Now I will connect this data and I have to give an encoded string. So this is the last string that we had from base 64 encoded key. And I will convert this encoded key and I will decode this. So I will click on Save and Send Test Request button. And we have this decoded message and I have converted this encoded string into this simple format and the message is Bhopal is called as City of Lakes. So I have decoded this. Now what if I get the data with HTML language and I want those symbols and spaces in our decoded language? So for this I need to convert my data into decoded format and I will get the symbols in decoded way. So for this I will open this tab of action event. And I have this method of HTML decode. So I will click here. I will click on connect. And I will give the data with the HTML text. So this is the data with the HTML text. And I want to decode this and get the symbols in the simple format. So I have given the data here. I will click on Save and Send Test Request button. And this has given me this decoded result. So these are the symbols without the HTML codes. Now we are going to see one more method which is line itemizer. So this converts line items JSON to comma separated text or values. So what JSON is JavaScript object notation and it is a standard text based representation of JavaScript. So I'll select this method and I will click on connect. And here we have this line items array. Here I will give the data in the array format. So the data will be combined together. And with this method, I will separate this data with the comma separated values. So I will give my line items array here. So this is my data and I want to separate this data with the comma separated values. So I will click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we can see I have converted this line item array in simple text format with the comma separated values. And here I have label and the values. We have product and the products are apple and mango. Price is 220 and 1/10 respectively. Currency is INR, and this is the quantity 1 and 5. So the subtotals are 220 and 750 respectively. So this is how I have converted an array format into simple comma separated text. Now let's see what we have learned today. And here we have seen the different methods of transforming the data according to our need by using the data transformer, which is a feature in Pabbly Connect. So by using this, we can convert any data in our required format. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description with all the methods, so you can check it out from there. Thank you. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.